Hello Cancer, you've got Pluto in the 7th house. I've touched a little bit on this in the Saturn videos. Now here's the deal Cancer, you're in love and you've been in love since 2008 with something and you may have found it. You may have found it finally. You have had a lot of mishaps with men if you're a woman especially, and with partners in general if you're male as well. You have had a lot of division, okay? You've had a lot of division between you and the other, okay? During this time, 2007 would have brought you somebody, okay? Or you've been with somebody already by that time with which you've had a good understanding, okay? Either a person or a friend that you may or may not chosen as a partner. You would have had something, of course, like knowing or feeling, but you couldn't recognize it. You built yourself a castle in the sky, okay? By 2007, you really wanted that ideal relationship with a man, you know, and you paint him in your brain. He's tall, he's handsome, he's got, you know, or like shoulders like this. And if it's a guy, he's thinking, I want a wife who's like, you know, breasts are like this, you know, and her hair is like this, you know. And people really painting themselves a really superficial idea of a man or woman by late 2007. This would have escalated, and you would have really, because you have in a way mastered your health and your healing in some way by 2007, through the 90s and 2007, you would have really decided that you are the top notch, okay? You have it. And because you're healing and you're beautiful and you are pouring through so much love and care into yourself, you decided that you wanted a really good husband or wife. Somebody who's really pure, and somebody who's really grand, or somebody who's really like passionate and like this amazing esoteric sense. And this is the thing. Pluto going for your 7th house, 2008. What does it bring you? Okay, well basically since that period till 2023, you have been and will be and are experiencing a time of resolution of who you are through another person. If you are traumatizing yourself over not being able to find a mate, you are basically saying to yourself, I am not worthy. If you are traumatizing yourself over not being able to be in a partnership without yelling and screaming and some kind of weird deceit going on, you're basically saying to yourself, I'm not beautiful enough to be at peace. I'm not caring enough to have peace in my life. If you are somebody manifesting a liar, if you are manifesting some kind of a guru symbol, especially, this is for my mom, if you're manifesting some kind of a big up high class level perseverance over some kind of statue in front of you, like say somebody who doesn't really care about you, but they're like this upper class guru guy or some kind of a power, you need to stop it. You need to really ridicule it. You need to laugh at it, because anyone who thinks that who they're with is higher than them or much lower than them and they're higher than them is in void. They're in complete confusion, okay? Now, Cancer, as you've seen in the not Sagittarius, sorry, Saturn video, is very prone in their nature to have mummy and daddy relationships. Like, they've got, say, if this is a guy and he's got a girlfriend, she's like the mummy and he's like the little son, or like he's the daddy and he's got this young or like young acting wife, okay? So they're really prone to create family type relationships where they relive their family fractals when they become their dad or their mom, and they want mummy daddy type stuff. And this is very protruding strongly through Capricorn, because especially if you're a woman, you might be really taken by that great gallant guy, okay? The big guy in a big suit and the big car and the big limousine, you know, or like the big knowledge, you know, the guru guy who's built an empire, okay? A guy who's got his own brand or his company. Well, this is the thing. Although you are likely to fall in love with that person through an online source or some kind of illusionary basis of reality, you will need to understand that this human being is toying with themselves, okay? Who you are picking as your guru and as your ideal is most likely to be false, okay? Because you asked to, in this moment in time, in this transit, to really succumb to the idea of yourself, of you, my dear Cancer, being just a human, okay? Just a human being. You are just a beautiful woman or man And you are just simple, okay? And just remind it to yourself all the time during this transit, I'm just human. If you want a partner during this time, you will need to be that one who's Pluto, okay? You will need to be the one who's power. For example, you'll find somebody, if you're lucky, if you are really well in the mind, who's really plain and simple, who's just doesn't want to cower to you like a little baby and doesn't want to stand over you like a bitch or a bastard, you know, like somebody who's just even person. If you're lucky enough to stabilize yourself with somebody who's really kind and not cunning during this time, without any illusion of grandeur, without the big wedding and the big cake and the big house, you know, just like a simple person, okay? You can find that you will be forced to make weird decisions. Like you'll have another lover, perhaps in the mind, and you'll be asked to say how you feel, you know, and perhaps it is time to tell them, say, if you're still not over your ex, if you're still fantasizing about somebody else, if you're not looking to them as ideal, if you actually don't have any feelings for them at all, you should tell them and work through it day by day, and they will help you get this Pluto out and through, and they may stick around till 2023. But unless you're a really clear freaking person who's just kind and gentle and generous and have a lot of really awesome signs and, you know, very awesome planetary alignments, you know, unless you're really, really, really giving and loving, you probably won't last till 2023, you guys. So basically, this is a transit of illusion and the partnership, disillusionment. So what has happened before 2007? Leading up to 2008, you may have done this deed that you did that you didn't think you could, and then you decided that you weren't here, you were there. And then you wanted a partner now who's up there, okay? So you want somebody who's much higher than you. So what do? Basically, 2008 pushed you into somebody, something, some kind of contract with a person. If it's not a man or a woman, it could be a desire for love. Some kind of thing, I'm going to get my contract, I'm going to be a loved member of a system here, okay? I will be loved, I will be adored entirely by this, and you've plunged into it or through it in some way, you've trusted it. 2008, you decided that it or this person was just not interesting. It wasn't interesting, it was limiting, it wasn't stimulating. 2010, you would have felt a little bit unnerved. Everybody would have pissed you off a little bit, and you would have really looked for something inside that was deep and meaningful. 2011, you would have done it. You would have really looked at yourself and seen that great light, and you would have really wanted this other person to really hold you or care for you. You would have wanted some contract recognition. You would have wanted something from another person really badly. 2011, especially for Cancer, seriously. 2012, you would have completely come to your senses. 2012 was a really realigning year for you, and if you felt like, who am I and why am I investing in whoever or this thing? Why am I investing in this? This is a time of clarity. This was a very good time to realize what was not true. 2013 would have given you a lot of information, but not enough purity, and you would have given yourself away to a lover or a partner or some kind of a contract without really much care, okay? And you would have maybe cared to be more flamboyant in feeling and emotional expression, but just couldn't find it within yourself because it just wasn't enough trust in the air. 2014, you would have found somebody or someone in 2014 that would have been a life changer before, okay? That would have been an incredible feat before. Say somebody from a past experience, somebody that would have been fantastic and really amazing before. Perhaps they were older and you could see them at age like 10 years younger, okay? And you would have thought that would have been perfect for me. But now they're here, okay? And you were there. They're just in a different place. And perhaps for you before it would have been ideal, or for them and their former self it would have been ideal, but not this time. This person is just not here. They're not there. It's like timelines are completely warped, okay? 2015, you realize what it was that you enjoyed with this person or this kind of contract. You really laugh at it then, and you dig into it. and you linger in it, okay? Because Cancers do like to do that. 2016 is this year. You've gone and done it, okay? You've done that contract. You've experienced some kind of pull into the other side. You've had a crush. You've had an emotional affair with somebody. You've done it. You've fooled around. You played around. You've done it, and you've done it a lot. 2016, you basically know what truth is. You don't really want a marriage anymore, or you don't want a contract in the way that you've done it before, and you've decided that no more, okay? No, 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 thanks. Okay. 2017 brings hope, and you see something new in the way of contracts and marriages and any kind of possession of another person, and you've actually got a little bit of hope that maybe it could actually be good, it could suffice, and it could really work. 2018, everything pulls out, everything completely distorts and laughs in your face. If you think any kind of contract or any kind of structure where you could like devote yourself to another thing is here. Okay, if you've devoted yourself in 2017, you'll feel it like you've been a fool in 2018. 2019, look at yourself and laugh. Enjoy the laughter because you've grown so much and you feel completely free. If you don't feel free by 2019 from any contract, you have problems, okay? You'll need to go back into your childhood, mother, father stuff and really sort it out. By 2019, you've got to have complete clarity on contracts and marriage and the formation of any kind of union. What does it mean? 2020, give yourself time. Love yourself and laugh. The people will come to you as if bees to honey. 2020 is a very strange time where you actually don't want that power player, that big man, you know, or that big woman to come and play, but they want to now. They really desire you for some reason. But you can see that reason because it's not pure. You see, they want your body, you know, or they want your time, or they want your passion. They want you to do something for them. And then you realize why all these years you've had a disconnect with powerful figures that you wanted as your partners, because they did not really have the love and care that you really deserved. 2021, you would have given it all up and had a big ball or some kind of a meeting of hearts. And 2022, you would have done it. You would have grieved about whatever that has not been. Any Cancer would have by then. 2022, you would have really given it a good shake up and really improved on your stance in the direction of all people, really. And everyone is your wife or husband. Everybody is your friend by then. Okay, definitely. 2022, big consciousness leap for Cancer. 2023, you've done it, but you're not sure. Okay, you've got it, but you are not sure in it. And this is when the next cycle of Pluto starts into your 8th house of sexuality, romance, energetic romance, intense Kundalini rising, okay? And esoterics. So basically 2023, you're not sure why you've done this whole journey, but it will become a great new exploration. Anyway, it's a bit of a long haul report, as Pluto does take a very long time to get through. It's like 15 years to get through one segment, one star sign. Anyway, I hope you've had a wonderful day, and thank you very much for listening. Enjoy, subscribe, click like, go to my website, and I'll see you again shortly.